Okay, this is a good time to tease so far. And welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm Mizzy Gull. Today's stream, we're going to continue with more Breaking Point and more careers to do right now. Alright, we can head into our next chapter. Our next chapter is going to be 7 months later, taking place at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
I'm not sure if it's something to do with the energy storage, but I'm losing power on the straights.
Right. And you said the acceleration was okay? I'll take a look at it. And how are we today, chaps? Everything running smoothly, I hope?
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, Aidan, I'm glad I've caught up with you.
Brian.
Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Toto Wolff. Mentioned you directly.
Oh.
I think they're sniffing around for next season. You're being watched.
So, no pressure then?
So, what's the problem with the car?
I'm losing power on the straights.
Oh,
it's not
Aiden,
a massive issue.
Aiden.
I'm sure we can deal with it.
He says, I'm losing power.
Theoretically,
It's the same
do
with
we have time to
Lewis
install the
Hamilton if you
Spec
want.
2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
Says-
No. Okay. Let's do it.
Casper
Put the Spec
Ackerman.
2 in Aidens, would you?
Well, that would sort it. I mean,
Casper Ackerman.
if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost. Besides, anything for our star driver.
Hi, Casper.
Casper, how are you today?
Can you even tell you?
Feeling good about the race?
Look. No, he says, I'm just had it with F1. Casper. He just like seems like bad people. Eh? Just don't repeat me, or if you do. Oh, Brian.
Hey, I'm glad I've called you. Listen, don't worry about Casper.
Let me stop you there. Brian, Casper's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've got a race to focus on.
Good man. In the garage just now, that was my fault. I know how he can be.
What, childish? Self-centered? I'm sick of it, Brian. He's been on my case ever since I joined the team. He needs to grow up.
Yes, I'm agreed.
Okay. You just leave Casper to me and get your head in the race. Let's put that new power unit to good use, eh?
Sure thing, Brian. See you on the other side.
Yes, thank you, Brian. Now let's go to the race. Race here in Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. Here we go. Here we go.
Welcome one and all, and we're in for a real treat at this
Monza.
classic circuit here today. The crowd are ready to go, the cars are ready to go, and we're just about set for lights out. Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest
3
circuit
sectors
in F1. Hard braking zones,
2
going into
DRS
the
zones
chicanes, make up the majority of
with
the
11
corners
only
on this
11 turns
3.6
here at
mile
Monza.
circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. Here we are then, Monza, the 90th time this event has been held. So a special year for F1 fans, particularly the Italians, who are rightly proud of this event and its heritage.
Yeah, it always feels a bit special
Lewis
here, doesn't
starts
it,
on
Crofty?
pole.
Hamilton holds the joint record with Schumacher for number of wins here at 5 apiece, but could snatch it
Lewis
outright
Hamilton
today
win.
with the 6th.
Yeah,
Nearly
back
100 years
in
of history
2020 after
here,
Lewis
so
Hamilton
let's
take
see
a
what this year holds in store for the
but Lewis Hamilton
Italian
trying
Grand Prix.
to win the Italian Grand Prix, but he has to reserve a 10-second stop-go penalty for
With the
interfering
race
when the pit
minutes away
lane's
from
closed.
starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position. And
Lewis
it's
Hamilton
Valtteri
on pole.
Bottas that
Valtteri
completes
Bottas
the front
on the front row.
As we continue through the rest of the grid
He won
today,
P2 for
we have
Mercedes,
Verstappen,
followed by
Ackermann,
Verstappen, Casper
Carlos
Ackerman
Sainz,
with
and
Carlos
Kvyat.
Sainz. with Danny
Norris,
Kiers, with Lando Norris, Daniel Ricciardo,
Gasly, and Alexander
with Pete
Albon.
Gasly announced on the round,
Ocon,
Alex
Leclerc,
Albon, Osman Ocon, Charles Leclerc,
and
with Marshall, with Dylan
Vettel,
Butler,
Raikkonen,
with Sebastian
Kevin
Vettel, Kim
Magnussen,
Raikkonen, Kim
and Aiden
Magnussen,
Jackson.
also with Aiden Jackson,
Giovinazzi and Roman
Antonio
Grosjean sits
Giovinazzi,
at the back of
and
the
Roman
grid.
Grosjean back at the
That's
grid.
it then. It's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Here we go.
Right, let's see if we can squeeze some performance out of this new power unit. Good luck out there today.
And look how it's going to be one pit stop, 8 laps, that's 13 laps coming away the race. And here we go, here come the lights, and here we go, 4, 5, and it's lights out, and away, and it's lights out, and away we go. Great start right here. It's a good move to the track, and we come out on Kimi Raikkonen, and we're up into P16. Now look to the inside, and we're going to double take. We'll get a first warning collision with Kimi Raikkonen. So we'll get and we got a big pile of them up, and Leclerc spins. We'll get our second warning for collision with Charles Leclerc. Paul Charles Leclerc almost capped into the back of Carlos Sainz, and I have to back off early.
Casper should be within reach soon, Aiden. You are free to race.
Now into the second chicane, he's almost tapped into the back of Carlos Sainz. But we got to back off a little early again into the first middle of the chicane curve. Give him a little push right down there. And now to the inside, and we're up into P7 now to the back. And it's contact at the back of Ricciardo. And we got Ricciardo into P6. Now looking to the inside on Denny Kies. And we go to the inside of Denny Kies and into P5. And here we come on Casper Raikkonen to turn number 10. Now to the inside on Casper Raikkonen. And we got our teammate Casper Raikkonen into P4. He's going to come back into the inside. Trying to look at the inside as we head to the warm-up pit. He backed off early. We stay ahead of him. And here we come on Verstappen, and it's Valtteri Bottas ahead with a 1:39 fast lap of the Grand Prix, and we go fastest in Sector 3 than anybody. Coming look to the inside on Max Verstappen, and we got the last year's Formula 1 champion into P3. And now coming up on the 7-time Formula 1 world.
That brings you up a place.
Okay, so we got the 2021 Formula 1 champion Verstappen to P3. Here we come on the 7-time Formula 1 world champion Lewis Hamilton. And we go faster through the first sector than anybody. We got the inside and past the 7-time Formula 1 world champion into P2. And we got Valtteri Bottas in the inside of the second chicane and now into P1. Fastest through the first sector than anybody. Now the second curve. 1.5 the gap to Valtteri Bottas behind in P2. And so we go fastest again in sector 2 than anybody. Coming to turn 8, 10. And we're a little bit deep. .4 down the gap to Valtteri Bottas behind P2 as we head to turn 11 at the Monaco hairpin. Now coming to the start-finish line, and we are 11 laps remaining of the Italian Grand Prix. And we say 1:25.5, fastest lap of the Grand Prix. DRS is now enabled. All right, DRS is now enabled by race control as we head to the first bus stop chicane, turn 1 and turn 2. Right there, we're past where Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton took each other out of the race at the first chicane. With 5.5 the gap to Valtteri Bottas behind in P2. And we go fastest again, sector 1 and anybody as we head into the second bus stop chicanes. And now coming up to the curve. Now the second new curve, oh yeah. 7.6 P2. Now to turn 7. And we go fastest again, sector 2 than anybody. Coming to turn 8, now turn 9, and into turn 10. But we don't get DRS I was really going to switch off the overtake and save a lot of more power. As we move into turn 11 at the Marco hairpin. A little bit wide into turn 11 at the Marco hairpin as we head to the line with 10 laps at the end of the Italian Grand Prix. With another fastest lap at the Grand Prix. With 10 laps to the end of the Italian Grand Prix. And now we're coming into braking into turn 1 and turn 2. Nice curve right here, so can't move on as we move into the second bus stop chicane and with the next middle curve right now there, so next we curve right here with 13.9 the gap to Bottas behind P2. Now let's go right here. 15.0 now the gap as we head to turn 8, turn 9, and into turn 10. Let's move right here. So, and now coming into turn 11 at the Marco hairpin. As we head to the line now with 9 laps to go of the Italian Grand Prix.
You'll be on the mediums.
And we go fastest again, sector 3 than anybody with 11 laps, and we are 9 laps to go of the Italian Grand Prix. Pit window opens next 2 laps as we move into turn 1 and 2 into the first chicanes, and we go a little bit deep into, and we're a little deep into the first bus stop chicanes. And we're 18.2 the gap to Lewis Hamilton behind in P2, and he passes Valtteri Bottas into P2, heading to the second bus stop chicanes. Bottas trying to get around Hamilton, but Hamilton trying to stay out in front, but Bottas now up and now back up into P2 as we move into the first middle curve. The second middle curve right now. Yeah. So we're coming to the line here. Coming ladies and gentlemen into the turn 8, 9, and 10. .8 down the gap. Coming into turn 11 at the Marco hairpin. Ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the line now with 8 to go. The Italian Grand Prix. The laps remaining of the Italian Grand Prix. And then into the first bus stop chicane, turn 1 and turn 2. So the next curve right here. And now coming into the second bus stop chicanes. Let's go to curve right here. So 25.7 the gap to Bottas behind P2 as we into the next secondary curve. A little bit wide right here. Okay, go on turn D right now, so. And now heading into the turn 8, and now coming to turn 9 and turn 10. .7 the gap to Bottas behind P2. 28.0 now the gap. 28.2 now the gap. Coming into turn 11 into the Marco hairpin. As we head to the start finish line with 7 laps to go of the Italian Grand Prix. And the F1 Insights powered by AWS says that the pit window is open. As we move to the first turn 1 and turn 2 into the first bus stop chicanes. And we're 30.6 the gap to Bottas behind in P2. Got move up as we move into the second And now 3 and 4 into the second bus stop chicane. 31.6 now the gap, and now coming to the next curve. Yeah, so 32.6 now the gap, and now coming to turn 8 and 9 and 10. Right here. Oh yeah, so. Heading into turn 11 into the Marco hairpin. And now we have to come into the pits now. I'll make our pit stop. Remember the speed limit. That means if you actually did, we'll pick up a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane, but it's going to be very naughty. Here we are now into the pits to make our pit stop. And the medium tires come on for us. Mediums have already come on.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
And now we're going to finish the race on the compound. We are 6 laps to go of the Italian Grand Prix. Heading into the first bus stop chicane. And there goes as Lewis Hamilton comes into the pits. Lewis Hamilton is in the pits. And Ackerman will pass as the medium tires come on for Lewis Hamilton. Ackerman now up into P4. Leclerc now up into P5 into the second bus stop. In the first middle curve right here. Down the curve right here. 17.9 the gap to Valtteri Bottas behind at P2. So it's coming close to the line into turn number 8. Now turn 9 and into turn 10. Coming to turn number 11 at the Marco hairpin. Ladies and gentlemen, next time everybody, as we head to the line now, we are 5 laps to the end of the Italian Grand Prix. Alright, once again, we are 5 laps to the end of the Italian Grand Prix. And now heading into the first bus stop chicane, turn 1 and turn 2. There we go, a little bit deep again into the first chicane. As Bottas and Max Verstappen in the pits as they come into the pits. And make their pit stop as Casper Ackerman's in the pits as we head to the second bus stop chicane. So Casper Ackerman comes in for his stop. And medium tires already come on with Bottas and Max Verstappen. Albon now. A blue flag on Antonio Giovinazzi. And DRS open on in. We'll put him a lap down into the inside. Hamilton now passes Verstappen into P4. And he will go behind his teammate Valtteri Bottas as we move to turn 8, 9, and 10. We get a blue flag on Romain Grosjean, pass him to the outside, and we'll put him a lap down. As now heading into turn 11 at the Marco hairpin. Now into the start-finish line. We are 4 laps remaining of the Italian Grand Prix. Now coming into the first bus stop chicane, turn 1 and turn 2. And now heading into the second bus stop chicane. As you're now, so the first middle curve right here. So now the second middle chicane right here.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
With 5 laps of fuel left, and Alexander Albon comes in for his stop. So now Hamilton now up into P2, passes Bottas into P2. And now coming to turn 8 and 9 as the hard tires come on for Alexander Albon. We'll get a blue flag on Butler, on Devin Butler, and go past Butler to the outside and we'll put him a lap down. Now turn 11 and we head to the Marco hairpin at turn 11. We're now coming to the start finish line. We are 3 laps to the end of the Italian Grand Prix. As we head to the first bus stop chicane at turn 1 and turn 2. Okay, blue flag on the 4-time Formula 1 World Champion Sebastian Vettel, and we'll pass him to the inside, put him a lap down. Coming into the first bus stop chicane. First middle chicane now, the second middle chicane, second curve. And they're coming to the next middle curve right here, so. 57.1 the gap to Lewis Hamilton behind P2. Now coming to turn 8, 9, and 10 at the next race chicane curve. And now heading into turn 11 at the Marco hairpin. We'll get blue flag on Esteban Ocon. Then to the line now with 2 laps to go of the Italian Grand Prix. 2 laps remain here at the Italian Grand Prix. And we go past Esteban Ocon and we'll put him in the inside, put him a lap down, heading into the first bus stop chicane, turn 1 and turn 2. Blue flag on Lando Norris, and we'll pass him and we'll put him up, pass him to the inside, put him a lap down. Now we're coming into the second bus stop chicanes. Everybody ready to go a lap down as we move into the first middle curve. Now the second curve right here. And now it's
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
With 3 laps of fuel left as we move into turn 8. Come to turn 9 and now coming to turn number 10. Down to the next middle curve here. So here we go. Heading into the Marco hairpin at turn 11 as we get a blue flag again on Alexander Albon as we head to the line and on to the final lap of the Italian Grand Prix.
Final lap of the race.
And we're on so we start the final lap of the Italian Grand Prix. And we go past Albon to the outside and put him a lap down, heading into the first bus stop chicane, turn 1 and turn 2. Blue flag again on Pierre Gasly, the 2020 Italian Grand Prix winner. Now into the second bus stop chicane. Blue flag on Pierre Gasly as we go past him to the outside. We'll put him a lap down. The first little curve and now down to the second curve. Yep. Oh yeah, it's so close on the attach straight, real straight to the gravel. And now coming to turn 8, 9 and 10. 9 and 10. Now here we come to the final time. Coming to turn 11 at the Marco, down to the Marco hairpin, we got a blue flag on Charles Leclerc. But we can't pass him because we had to slow down and we'll see the checker flag. And we win the Italian Grand Prix.
Fantastic drive, just fantastic. You deserve that race win.
Well, 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 quite the rivalry forming between the rookie Aiden Jackson and his veteran teammate Casper Ackermann.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of when Hamilton signed for McLaren back in 2007. And we all know how that one ended. Alonso returned to Renault pretty much the moment the season wrapped up.
Well, let's hope it
P2,
doesn't come to
P3
that.
finish for Mercedes.
It looks like it's time once again to hand out the silverware as the successful drivers make their way to the podium. It was a gritty performance today by Williams, and they've got the race win to prove it.
And time for the champagne. Here we go. No, 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 Val. No, 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 no. Ah, you got me down the back. All right, we're going to have a chat with Leclerc. Chat with Leclerc.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
All right, let's go out and have a chat with
Well,
Claire.
you couldn't have asked for a better result today. Congratulations, Aiden. Top spot on the podium. How are you feeling?
What a day. I can't believe it. It's the best possible result. I'm going to enjoy this moment, but not run away with myself. I've got to try and keep my focus for the next race. But, you know, first place.
A big talking point, irrespective of today's results, is how you've improved overall throughout the season. What would you say to that?
I couldn't do it without the support of the team. They've been incredible. I'm feeling looked after, and I couldn't ask for more. So any improvements are thanks to them.
It's funny you should mention the team as a whole. Can you give us an update? How is the current relationship between you and Casper Ackermann?
Look, driver relationships are always going to be tricky. Individually, you're always pushing yourselves, and that can cause friction. I can't let anything like that worry me. Besides, we're fine.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Claire. Here we go, 2 months later, taking place at Mexico City, the Mexican Grand Prix.
Mom?
Aiden, I'm here.
Oh, good. After that flight delay, I was starting to get concerned.
Don't worry. Everything's fine.
And they're looking after you?
Better than at Silverstone.
Good, because you were my lucky charm there, Mum. And I'm hoping you do the same here.
I'll try, love. Now just do what you do, and everything will be great.
I know. Mirror signal maneuver.
And always stick to the speed limit.
I'll try.
Have a great race, Aiden. I'll see you after.
I'm so pleased you're here, Mum. This one's for you, eh?
Before we move on, we'll check out what we're going to do. Anyway, we're going to do 2 breaking points today, so let's go to the race. At mid-race at Mexico City, for the Mexican Grand Prix here in Mexico City. We're racing Arnold Hamas Rodriguez for the Mexican Grand Prix. So we got 7 left for me.
Out there, Aiden?
Yeah, good. I think we can start to push a little. Where's Casper?
Ahead of you. Don't worry about Casper, Aiden. Let's just improve your current position.
Yeah, copy.
There we go. Gonna catch Pierre Gasly into P12. We're gonna catch Casper Ackermann before lap 17. As here we come on Sebastian Vettel, the 4-time Formula 1 World Champion. DRS opens on Sebastian Vettel. On the 4-time Formula 1 World Champion, looking to the inside, and we got Sebastian Vettel into P11. Into the next little chicane curves. And we went fastest through the first sector than anybody. Almost tapping the boundary bonus.
Sat in P8.
Now we look to the outside. on Foundry bonus, and we pass Foundry bonus into P10. Smash into the side. The other opens back to Ricardo for overtaking wide. And now the inside, and we pass Dan Ricardo into P9. Now we'll get a blue flag on Antonio Giovinazzi. You went fastest again, sector 2 than anybody. And we'll put him a lap down, and we set another fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
That was the fastest.
120, 120, another fast lap of the Grand Prix. With 5, and we are 6, and we're 6 laps to go off the Mexican Grand Prix. You know what happens next?
It's clear from anyone watching either in the stands or at home the determination on show from Williams and Aiden Jackson today.
No, you're not wrong there, Ant. His performance has improved race by race throughout the season, and his driving today, impeccable. Here's a test for him now, though, as they head down the main straight. There's a lot of friction between these two, and his teammates after him. Will he budge?
Pole position, Aiden.
Oh, I've never seen anything like this on a racetrack before. Two teammates wheel to wheel.
Keep it clean.
Inches separating them, and they crash.
Oh no!
Spectacular style, and they're both out of the race.
Oh my goodness, same what happened with Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Same with after they took each other out of the race. So does Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc. They did take each other out of the race too. What happened? What happened? Oh, they both crashed each other like 2-year-olds. Oh no. Just like same what happened Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, same with Charles Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel after they took each other out of the race. Oh, Aiden Jackson's not happy. He is not a happy man, but he needs... Oh, I think Brian's going to be very angry at you. You two? For acting like 2-year-olds. Come on, Brian wants to see you. He's not very happy with you. Okay, even he is so mad.
Close the door.
Please close the door and sit down. I'm going to have a talk with you. What the hell happened?
We've invested millions in you.
Look at you two.
Millions.
Look
at you both.
Look at both acting like
school kids.
acting like 2-year-olds and acting like bad people.
You've got a lot to prove this year, boy. And you're swanning around like butter wouldn't melt.
You ain't an idiot. And you, Casper Ackerman, idiot.
You should know better. I'm disgusted. You should
I'm
both
very
be
angry.
ashamed.
Brian,
Not a word.
Aiden,
Not a single
let
word.
Brian finish.
I should fire you both right here and now.
I'm agreed.
You screwed our chances this season. The team is bigger than you two and your petty squabbles. Grow up!
Yes, I'm agreed.
Anymore,
Grow up.
And you're both out. Do you hear me? I'll finish the season behind the wheel myself if I have to.
Okay, you two.
Both of you.
You're fired. Simon Rogers is not going to be happy with you. Yeah, it's very naughty.
Go away.
Hey.
Hey.
It's wife Zoe.
So? What did he say?
Threaten to fire both of us.
You won't.
That's not the point.
I'll just leave you be.
Is Lily okay? Does she know I'm safe?
Yeah. She saw you climb out. She's fine. I left her with your mother.
Okay, good.
You've survived worse, you know?
Doesn't make it any easier.
Maybe not. But you're not hurt. And you have a family who will love you. The rest are just details. I'll see you later.
Wow, very naughty if they took each other out of the race. Wow. Oh my god. Casper. Wow. Thanks.